Workflow Manager gives your team the ability to create tasks and route them using any modern browser, so you can manage, track, and control each step of your business process. We will first look at the approval task, which ships with the Workflow Manager. The task begins by selecting the records for the files we want to route for approval in the Cumulus selection window. For today's demonstration, I'm going to choose the 3 logos used in the Workflow Manager product brief. With the record selected, I simply go to the Workflow Generator menu and choose the New Workflow from Selection option. Workflow Manager now displays the Task Configuration window. This window is reserved for the Workflow Administrator only and is never seen by anyone else in the workflow process. Because we have chosen the Approval task, the configuration window displays only the options that pertain to the approval workflow. The top of the window identifies the files we'll be routing for this approval task. In the second section, the administrator can choose who the participants in this task will be, and here can identify who will be the administrator of this task. A start date and an end date can also be inserted. The task will be initiated through a link that is delivered to each participant via email. Clicking that link will launch a web browser, and the participant will be executing the task through the browser. This bottom section of the configuration window gives the administrator the ability to customize the content of the email and the configuration of the task itself. So things like the task title and instructions, the subject line in the email, and even the email body will read properly. The administrator can even control the approval strategy they wish to use. For instance, the veto option eliminates files that are rejected. The majority option will select files that have been approved by a percentage of participants. The administrator can choose the majority percentage they'd like to use. The third option is rank, where the system will rank the files based on the participant feedback. For instance, files that were approved by 5 participants will rank higher than a file that was approved by 3 participants. And here the administrator can choose how many files should be ranked. That number can be moved up or down. Once the configuration has been accomplished, the administrator simply hits the Create button, and the task is created.